The University of St. Francis football team enters its 5th straight game versus a top 25 opponent as your number 4 ranked Cougars take on the number 10 ranked Cougars from Chicago, St. Xavier. First possession of the game for St. Francis. It's 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And the handoff goes to junior Garrett Harvey, rumbling up the middle for a gain of 10 yards and a first down. Very next play from the 35. Senior quarterback Josh Miller with the read option finds a seam, 11 yards and another first down gain for the Cougars. Next play from the 46, Miller out of the shotgun, finds sophomore Matt Knoll on the 5 and in. Knoll jukes the defender, gain of 10 yards and another first down for St. Francis. 6 plays later, it's 2nd and 9 from the SXU 31-yard line, and Miller this time hits sophomore Seth Stewart on the swing pass, and Stewart evades 4 defenders for a gain of 11 yards.
Early pass complete to number 6, Seth Stewart.
Moments later, 4th and 10 from the SXU 20. That's senior Emerson Eber with a 37-yard field goal. It's up and in. USF on the board first, 3-0 with 7:39 left to play in the first. 2 minutes left now. It's 1st and 10 from the SXU 40. Junior middle linebacker Kyle Mathewson burst through the O-line, forcing quarterback Joe Gill to throw the ball away. Intentional grounding call 3 plays later. St. X will be forced to punt. On to the second quarter, and after a second straight 3-and-out for St. Francis, on 4th and 6, that senior All-American Colin Carmen with the boom. Ball lands on the 1 and bounces straight up. Senior Keith Lewis there to down it at the 2-yard line. Two plays later, 1st and 10 from the St. X 29-yard line, back to Mathewson, the junior linebacker who stops option quarterback QB Robin Pondexter in his tracks. Loss of 2 on the play. 8 plays later, 4th and 1 from the USF 32-yard line, and the senior Gill is looking deep to Stamps Island, where the preseason All-American Corey Stamps knocks it away. Turnover on downs. St. Francis would go 3-and-out. St. X gets a Joshua Hunter touchdown, and the Chicago Cougars are up 7-3. 3 minutes left to play in the second. 3rd and 10 from the USF 34. David Yoder in at quarterback, and Yoder hits Akeem Kelsall across the middle. Strong snag by the sophomore from Fort Wayne Snyder High School. Gain of 17 yards on the play. 3 plays later, 3rd and 2 from the SXU 41. Yoder this time looking for another sophomore. It's Cody Appenzeller, and the Homestead product fights for 10 yards. Fort Wayne area talent definitely on display at Bishop Darcy Stadium, and it would not stop. On the very next play from the SXU 31, Yoder down the near sideline hits Bishop Dwanger's own Cameron Smith for a big gainer of 30 yards down to the 1 in front of the beautiful R. Bruce Dye Football Training Center. Very next play, Yoder out of the Delta alignment with the read option, and he's all alone. The senior QB from Goshen, Indiana, Concord High School gives St. Francis the 10-3 lead heading into the half.
We're in a tight one, Coach. What was your message to the team during halftime?
Well, you know, we've just got to handle the pressure offensively. They're bringing a lot of pressure. Got to get the ball out quickly. Defensively, they're running some zone read, which they haven't done much this year. Put the little 16 in the backfield. He's an option runner. So, you know, we've had to adjust a few things up front. Doing a pretty good job in disguising coverage. We want to continue to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks very much, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
St. Francis gets the ball back to start the second half, 3rd and 2 from their own 25, and back to Harvey. The junior out of Toledo St. John's picks up the first down, gain of 10 yards. 2 plays later, 2nd and 10. Yoder drops back. This time finds Carroll High School's Matt Knoll on the hitch. Knoll, another sophomore, picks up 14 on the play. 5 plays later, 3rd and 13 from the SXU 44. Yoder, pistol alignment. Looks to his right. He's got Cam Smith on an out and up. Another big gain, this time of 40 yards. Smith would finish with 7 catches, 108 yards on the night. Very next play, it's 1st and goal from the 4. Handoff goes to Harvey. Hurdling defenders, breaking arm tackles for 6. After the Emerson Eber PAT, your Cougars go up by 10, 17-7, with 10:28 left to play in the 3rd. Ensuing possession, 1st and 10 from the St. X 48. Handoff goes to Kahari Ferguson, where senior linebacker Devin Rush hog-tizing. Loss of 2 yards on the play. Chicago Cougars turn it over on downs 3 plays later. St. Francis with the ball. 3rd and 5 from the St. X 33. Yoder goes back to Smith on the out pattern. 10 yards gain. 3 plays later, 3rd and 10 from the 23. Yoder again working the sideline, has a wide open Stewart, 23 yards and the score. First touchdown on the season for the Dayton, Ohio Wayne High School product. 24-7 St. Francis 3 minutes after the last score. Ensuing kickoff, Carmen with a high-flying pooch kick, drops it at the 25, and it drops right into the arms of number 9, Brandon Allman. He's from Indianapolis Warren Central High School. St. Francis takes over at the St. X 26. Three plays later, 1st and 10 from the 14. Yoder hands off to Kelsaw on the reverse, and with plenty of room to roam, Kelsaw finds pay dirt, and USF goes up 31-7, scoring its 28th straight point, 21st in the 3rd quarter. St. X takes over possession, and 2 plays in, the handoff goes to number 9, Ryan Carroll. Looking to throw, Mathewson takes him down. Mathewson, the junior from Cherubusco, finishes with 6 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss for -10 yards. On to the 4th quarter, and after a Josh Hunter touchdown makes the score 31-13. SXU with the ball back, 2nd and 10 from the 12. Gill looking for Steven Sims, has his pass broken up once again by Stamps. Not on his island after a missed field goal. Score remains the same. 2 plays later, 2nd and 17 from USF's 25. Yoder dialed it up long distance for Knoll, and they connect 75 yards on the play and a touchdown. St. Francis up now 38-13. USF's D is rolling at this point. 2nd and 4 from the XXU 41. Gill finds Hunter, who's right away hit by Jamel Green. Loss of 2 on the play. Green, also a product from Dayton, Ohio, but he's from Centerville High School. Finished with 4 tackles and a tackle for a loss. 2 plays later, 4th and 6, punt formation, fake attempt. Keith Harris all over it. Loss of 7 yards. St. Francis takes over. 4 plays later, 1st and 10 from the 22. Second team offense on the field. True freshman Jason Nicodemus, also from Cherubusco, cuts outside and drags defenders down to the 6. Gain of 16 on the play. Nicodemus 8 rushes for 45 yards. Moments later, on 2nd and goal, quarterback Wesley Hunsucker finds redshirt freshman Steven Espinosa for the 6-yard strike. St. Francis up 45-13. SB with his 2nd touchdown on the season. St. Francis goes on to win it 45-20. Up next, your Cougars will travel to Joliet, Illinois to take on the number 20 ranked St. Francis Fighting Saints. The Cougars' 6th straight top 25 opponent.
Coach coming down. Coach, tremendous win. What a gift to the university on homecoming night here. Did you really anticipate putting up 45?
I thought it was possible. I knew we had to go vertically and get time to get it off, and we were able to do that today. So great job, offensive coaches and line, giving our quarterbacks time to throw the ball to receivers to have the good God gift of speed. You know?
Seems your receiver corps was doing everything right tonight. You had a quarterback change early on in the game. Seemed to add a little spark.
When David Yoder comes in the game, everybody gets a little loose. And the change was made based upon that decision. Thought we had to loosen up a little bit, had to throw the football.
The defensive side of the ball here, holding St. X, obviously a very quality squad to 20 points. Can you talk a little bit about the defense?
I was really pleased with the pressure we had up front, cover. Kids did a great job disguising coverage. We had them off balance and knowing where to go with the football. So we're very pleased with our play tonight.
How big was that touchdown at the end of the first half in terms of kind of getting you guys back on track?
Oh, it was huge. I mean, it was really a big play. They really got the momentum at the half, you know. And coaches did a good job. Kids did a good job turning up in the second half. Big plays on offense and did on defense. I mean, shut them down. You know, we weren't really ready for the little quarterback zone read guy. You know, we were playing pass and we had to adjust some things, but did a good job.
Defensively, you know, like you said, your defense, they had the ball for 20-some minutes in the first half, and they came out of it with 7 points.
You know, part of that is they were slowing it down. It looked like a hurry up, but it wasn't. They had 40 plays, we had 30. They had 20 minutes possession time, we had whatever. So it's a bit deceiving, but, you know, they're a great football team, and it was a good win for our players today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a loose guy. I like to obviously crack jokes a lot. People, you know, you got to come out here and play loose. You can't get too uptight when you're playing because then you start overthinking stuff. And, you know, I just get out there and play, make my reads. And my receivers, oh my gosh, they did a great job. The O-line, you see how much time I was getting back there? I mean, gosh, they deserve offensive line of the week something. I need to take them out to dinner.
How big was that touchdown at the end of the first half in terms of getting you guys back on track?
Oh, it's huge, you know. I mean, we've been stagnant on offense all night. I mean, there were mistakes, people not getting calls and stuff. But, I mean, it was huge just to get our confidence up, get us a lead going at halftime, a little momentum. We got the ball to start the second half. I mean, it's huge.
Did you see anything from their defense? Because those first 2 drives, you come in, it's just instantaneous. The offense picked up.
I mean, I just go out there and I play. I see our coaches coach us up real well all week. They like to bring pressure. I know that, and you know we felt like we could pick on the corners maybe a little bit, and it worked out for us. Our receivers did a great job getting off their press coverage, getting open, and everything worked out for us. Linemen, I mean, when I came in, I had all day to throw. So, I mean, a lot of credit to those boys up front.
I know you guys have a brutal schedule, but can you ever overstate the importance of beating a top 10 opponent?
Oh, it feels real good. I mean, St. X is always St. X. They might be a little bit down this year, but I mean, they're a great program. They're always going to have great teams, and it's huge to get a victory, let alone the way we did it tonight over St. X.
Oh, it's always good to come out and beat an opponent like St. X, but, you know, we're going to come out here every week and play our hardest and get another conference championship and get it by ourselves this time.
That touchdown at the end of the first half and then another touchdown to start things in the third quarter, how important were those?
Very important, very important. We had to get things going, and I know we were going into the half, and we didn't want to give them the momentum back, so we had to keep it going and, you know, get things started.
What is it about David? He comes in and it's just like a switch is flipped.
Ah, man, David. Ah, man, we got plenty of confidence in David. He gets out there and he's not afraid to sling the ball out there, and he finds our receivers. And once we are able to get it out there to our receivers, we put the defense on their heels, and then we can run the ball, which opens it up a little bit for me.